Good afternoon, and welcome to the Jamestown High School 2018 graduation exercises. Please remain standing for the next few moments as the Jamestown Choir leads us in the singing of the national anthem. Thank you. Please remain standing and join the rest of our choir and the Jamestown Band, led by directors Laura Christensen and Steve Turner, in the singing of the Jamestown alma mater. The lyrics are located in your graduation program. You may be seated. Thank you, Ms. Christensen and Mr. Turner, as well as our choir and band members. Additionally, thank you to Mr. Turner and the band for the performance of our Pomp and Circumstance. Good afternoon, and welcome to our families, friends, colleagues, graduating seniors, distinguished members of the Williamsburg City County School Board, James City County School Board, distinguished members of the Board of Supervisors, Superintendent Dr. Herron, member of the Superintendent's leadership team, our Jamestown faculty, staff, and invited guests. We are excited you are all here to honor our seniors on this occasion. My name is Catherine Worley, and it's a privilege to serve as principal of Jamestown High School. On behalf of the faculty and staff, I welcome you to this wonderful celebration of graduation for the class of 2018. Congratulations to our seniors. The faculty and staff of Jamestown are most proud of you. You have worked hard and achieved great things during your high school tenure. The class has earned $12,007,319 in college scholarships, awards, and grant offers. That's worth a round of applause, yes. We have 8 WJC Honors Program graduates, 7 National Merit Commended students, and 1 National Merit Competition finalist. Additionally, our seniors have many opportunities ahead, including work, the military, technical schools, as well as continued studies at 2-year and 4-year colleges and universities throughout the United States. Seniors, we're so proud of you. Parents and families, thank you so much for your partnership. Your support has enabled our school community to thrive and facilitate a school culture that promotes excellence. Congratulations to you for being a positive influence in your child's life and for getting him or her to this special graduation day. At this time, I would like to introduce our platform guests. I will ask each guest to stand when recognized. Dr. Olwen Herron, WJC Superintendent of Schools. Ms. Kira Cook, WJCC School Board Chair. Ms. Lisa Omby, WJCC School Board. Ms. Julia Hummel, WJCC School Board. Mr. Jim Kelly, WJCC School Board. Ms. Holly Taylor, WJCC School Board. Ms. Sandra Young, WJCC School Board. Dr. James Beers, WJCC School Board. Dr. Jeffrey Carroll, Assistant Superintendent. Mr. Scott Thorpe, Assistant Superintendent. Dr. Corey Murphy, Chief of Staff. Ms. Ruth Larson, Chairwoman, James City County Board of Supervisors. Mr. John McGlennon, James City County Board of Supervisors. Mr. James Eisenhower, James City County Board of Supervisors. Delegate Mike Mullen. And from our School Counseling Department, Ms. Jen Smethurst, Ms. Adrienne Gonzalo, and Mr. Gary Barreau. Ms. Karen Scott, Assistant Principal. Mr. Howard Townsend, Assistant Principal. Ms. Sarah Brandt, School Improvement Specialist. Ms. Ann Vinson, Student Advancement Coach. Finally, I'm honored to recognize one amazing group of compassionate educators, the Jamestown faculty and staff. Please stand and be recognized, every one of you. Without your commitment, compassion, and dedication to our students and our community, Jamestown would not be the exceptional place of learning that it is today. Thank you for your tireless energy, extended effort, personal sacrifice, and commitment to our school. The class of 2018 has reached this milestone in their lives because of you. You are deeply appreciated by everyone in our school community. Now we are moving to our time of special recognitions and announcements. It's customary each year to recognize the 2 students who have earned the highest cumulative grade point averages during their high school years. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Elizabeth Schell, the salutatorian for the class of 2018. She is the daughter of Jeff and Karen Schell. Elizabeth, we wish you well as you attend the University of Virginia in the fall. We are now proud to recognize the valedictorian of the class of 2018. Valedictorian Samantha Jean, please step forward. She is the daughter of Dr. Shuei Jean and Mrs. Sean Lee. Samantha will attend the University of Southern California in the fall. Elizabeth and Samantha, we commend your academic pursuit, your many accomplishments, your leadership, your example, and your academic integrity. Bravo for a job well done. We would also like to recognize 8 other students whose notable academic achievements are reflected in the coveted honors seal on their diplomas. To achieve honors, these students completed a diversity of advanced placement courses, including their exams, as well as an in-depth foreign language study, significant community service, and independent honors projects as well. Seniors, as I call your name, please step forward to be recognized for your exceptional work on your honors project. John Clark Agnew. John proposed, designed, and engaged in a business valuation for a startup utilizing radio checkout technology. Sarah researched the emergence and longitudinal development of the children's literature industry in the history of the United States. Belle Long. Belle's honors project established and administered Jamestown High School's chapter of the United Nations Girl Up Club, as well as created an informational and bibliographical website to accompany the organization of the club. Marie Helena Peters. Marie Helena interviewed a variety of female NASA scientists, soliciting their advice for young girls interested in STEM, and ultimately painting their portraits in black and white, resulting in a public exhibition this spring. Ekaterina Savelyeva. Ekaterina's honors project considered media portrayals over centuries of prominent female literary and cultural figures such as Joan of Arc and Antigone, researching the symbiotic way in which popular imaginings and artistic conceptions of these women have interacted. Jeffrey Shee. Jeffrey's honors project required high-level mathematical research into the optimal density of ID codes for the snub trihexagonal tilings for network establishments of all sorts. Angelique Vaux. Angelique composed an original musical piece portraying artistically the degrees to which American immigrants' native languages are over time replaced by English, statistically based on independent research in the Americanization of numerous immigrant cultures. Samantha Jean. Samantha's honors project considered sociological and cultural differences between the elementary-aged math pedagogies prominent in the United States and China. We are very proud of our honors graduates. Each year, a committee of faculty members reviews applications from our senior class to select speakers during commencement. Please welcome our first student speaker, Elizabeth Schell. She will address the senior class and community this afternoon with her speech entitled, "Flawlessness is Not the Goal," or what she considers mortifying moments.
Everyone loves a classic. When it comes to high school, the standard tropes tend to involve getting shoved into a locker, getting hit with a tray of food, and of course tripping at graduation, which will hopefully happen to no one here. Most of these things stay in the movies, which is lucky for us actual high schoolers. In my 4 years at Jamestown, though, even I was not spared all the iconic, embarrassing moments featured in films. Many of these moments were because I have a tendency to get sick at inopportune moments. This poor luck has resulted in me being sick at school on more than a few occasions. My friends particularly love to remind me of the time I was so ill I had to be practically carried out of the building by my mom. It was nearing the end of my sophomore year in Mr. Merida's pre-calc class. I had managed to make it through first block, and I did not make it any farther, and the entire class saw. This may seem like a strange story to be remarking on during my graduation, but for anyone who knows me, the idea that somebody could see in the 10th grade what I considered to be one of my most horrifying moments would have killed me. Since as long as teachers have been assigning me homework, I have strived to be the perfect student, the perfect friend, and the perfect daughter for parents to whom I will always be grateful for being the reason I am able to stand here today. But that day, I was arguably less than perfect. Now, I was spared the shame of knowing people saw me that mortifying day, till about a year ago, when a friend kindly enlightened me to the fact our entire class had witnessed everything and had a great laugh about it too, including Mr. Meredith himself. When I considered I had been seen, it did not create devastation and humiliation. It created an inside joke that I genuinely get a good laugh at today. Our friends always seem to see us at our worst times, and for many of us, we're about to go live with several dozen soon-to-be friends. When they see you doing something less than ideal, which of course they will, I encourage you to remember that no one expects perfection. If my senior year has taught me anything, it's that we're all gonna get sick or cry or rip our pants in front of people, and it'll be mortifying, but it's perfectly normal. No one cares if you're not flawless. In fact, I'm starting to believe they like you more if you're not. And we can't help but blush when we do something embarrassing. But these situations should be something to laugh about, never to cry over. As we leave high school and take some steps into adulthood, I'm certain we will have situations that will expose us as anything but perfect. I mean, I would listen to the wise Hannah Montana, who once said, "Nobody's perfect."
Thank you, Elizabeth. Our second senior speaker is Jason Delfico. He will address the senior class and community this afternoon with a speech entitled, "Can't Buy Me Love."
I just want y'all to know that if I mess up this speech, I'm going to be in the wilderness in Kentucky soon where none of you can find me. You know, the one thing they don't teach you in school is how awkward a robbery is. I found this out last year when I got robbed with my brother in DC. It all happened when we were going back to our hotel from my grandparents' anniversary party. My brother and I ate at the party, but we were still starving. It takes a lot to feed me. If you ever go to Ichiban with me, I'm known as the little redhead boy who eats a lot of food. Anyways, we picked this place called Giuliano's and call ahead. We get there and the cashier tells us that our pizza will be out any moment, so we sit down. After a minute or two, I hear two people running in and I look up. I'm not going to go into all the details, but we got robbed. It was weird though, because it was silent the whole time. It was so awkward that I felt like I was obligated to make small talk with the robbers. I kind of just looked around and just thought of random things like, man, I hope I saved my photos to iCloud, or my girlfriend's gonna be pissed when I don't text back. Or, I wonder if I'll even get my pizza. I didn't get it, by the way. After what felt like a lifetime, the robbers ran out with the money. They hopped in their car and drove off, leaving us with hours of police interview and paperwork that seemed to feel as long as this graduation. I wouldn't say this was a traumatic experience because I can still remember telling my friends the story while laughing the next day. I would call it an important moment, however. It got me thinking, why would people beat each other, deceive each other, and kill each other for green paper with a president's face on it? That just seems absurd. There has to be something more meaningful than this paper, right? There is something more important, love. My junior year, I didn't realize this. I spent most of my time worried about money and grades. I rarely had any time for people. I decided this year to change that. I cut out some work and freed up some time for others. It was the best decision I ever made. It gave me a bunch of fun and wild memories. One weekend, I invited over about 10 freshmen from Young Life to have a sleepover. For those of you who have freshmen at home, you already know how crazy that is. Let me explain it to the rest of you. It's like having a wild pack of chihuahuas running around your house, except these chihuahuas eat everything and talk about cultural references you don't understand. However, I still had a blast with those guys. We played tag at night, ate pounds of pizza, and played video games all night. The next morning, they all told me how much fun they had and that they wanted to do it again. When I saw all of their smiles, I felt like it was worth it. That's what started me on the track of realizing how much love and kindness matters. Another moment that convinced me was when I was taking my friends home from Young Life. He began telling me how grateful he was just for hanging out with them. We were talking and all of a sudden he started to cry. We talked about how life could be hard. It got pretty deep. This further made me realize how much just a little love could do for a person. I was like 90% sure at this point. My last experience isn't so much an experience, but a person, Alexander Heisel. I remember the first time I met Heisel at camp. He said he wanted to punch me in the face. So, as you can see, we had a loving start. However, after camp, we began to hang out and become friends. Over time, we became very close. He started sleeping over at my house. We'd play video games till we passed out. I'd make him grilled cheese. He eats like 5 grilled cheeses a day. He's addicted. It's crazy. During that time, I've seen him grow so much as a person. He's grown from a high schooler to a mature young man, and he's going places. I've been his chauffeur for dates. He showed me that Florida-Georgia line. Isn't that bad? Still not country. I was his shoulder to cry on through breakups, and he was my ear to listen to me complain about my new drama. The love and kindness that we showed each other brought us close together and helped both of us grow. This made me fully realize how much love and kindness is important. Now I have to start closing out the speech. Mr. Ames told me keep it short. When I look back on high school, I'm not going to remember any superficial things like who drove what car or whose parents had the most money. What I will remember is all the memories I have from love. I'll remember that time my friends and I played Star Wars with flaming sticks. Do not try that at home, kids. Or when I dressed up in chubbies that would not pass Miss Howell's dress code to entertain kids at Young Life. Or the time Heisel and I were on the road trip and we stopped at the farmer's supermarket like some hipster couple. What I'm trying to get at is that love is freaking amazing. Why else would people write a billion songs about it? Just know that no matter who you are or how much money you have, as long as you have love with you, you'll be okay. Because love is like the Patriots losing the Super Bowl. Amazing.
Thank you, Jason. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the Jamestown Chorus under the direction of Mrs. Laurel Christensen. Senior choir members, please make your way to the choir at this time. They will be performing From Me to the Future You by Miss Laurel Christensen. Ms. Christensen shared the following words about her students. The Jamestown High School Choir has been blessed to enjoy the senior class of 2018. Hardworking, thoughtful, and talented, they have led the choir to accomplish impressive goals this year and in the past. 2 of these students were accepted to the Virginia Senior Honors Choir and 2 to Virginia All-State Choir this year. 2 others were accepted to the American Choral Directors Association's National High School Honor Choir in Minneapolis last spring. 1 student plans to pursue a degree in music composition and placed 2nd in Christopher Newport University's composing competition this fall. Others are considering music as a career as well. This senior class has set a standard of camaraderie, professionalism, and excellence that their classmates should strive to follow. They will be missed. Thank you. Our senior class officers will now share a few memories and present the senior gift. Please welcome President Eleanor Weber, Vice President Madison Cooper, Secretary Angelique Vaux, Treasurer Kiaja Jones, and Historian Thorin Jean.
My first memory of Jamestown was the smiling yet slightly terrifying faces of the Oak Crew leaders at freshman orientation. Despite the initial scare, it was my first indication of how much Jamestown cares about its students. Sophomore year, our confidence strengthened as we settled into our peer groups and individual interests. Junior year lived up to the expectation of being stressful. It was when we realized our future was a blink away and that we should probably start taking stuff seriously. Senior year was the year of waiting to graduate and making plans for how to begin the rest of our lives. Now finally, here we are. I'm standing here in a cap and gown, and I still can't believe it's actually happening. I was asked to talk about the memories we have as a class, but that's difficult because we all share different high school experiences. Something we do share is this moment, graduating together. My favorite childhood author, Dr. Seuss, said, "Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory." All of those moments we desperately held on to the past 4 years, they've become memories. Be present and savor every moment because we only graduate high school once.
No matter what your plans are after high school, our lives are about to change in some way. The excitement, or perhaps fear, you're feeling right now can be compared to the same feelings many of us had 4 years ago as we walked through the doors of Jamestown. High school, to me, was in a way like a good movie. No matter how amazing you thought it was the first time, you can never go back and experience it the same way. This next chapter in our lives will define us more as individuals, and the challenge we will face will grow and shape us for the better. We must embrace change, because whether we like it or not, it is inevitable. I wish I could give you all advice that can guarantee you each success, but seeing as I am going through the same thing, I guess we'll just have to figure it out together. However, I urge you to look to your supporters for advice, whether it be your parents, a teacher, or a close friend, because many of them have gone through the same transition. I also encourage you to never lose sight of your dreams, and don't let anyone tell you that your goals are unreachable. I want to leave you with a quote by William Shakespeare that has given me some encouragement. He wrote, "It is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but it is within ourselves." Congratulations, class of 2018. I wish you all the best.
In keeping with tradition, the senior class always presents the school with a parting gift.
The senior class is honored to donate additional microwaves for student use in the cafeteria. This will expedite the process for students heating up lunch, and we know the students will appreciate new microwaves.
Thank you to our senior class officers and the senior class of Jamestown. Now the class of 2018 will initiate the transfer of the senior class insignia to the class of 2019. Please welcome to the podium Hannah Montera, the president-elect for the class of 2019.
As outgoing president of the class of 2018, I hereby present the class of 2019 with the senior class insignia. This insignia represents high ideals of school leadership and spirit. On behalf of the graduating seniors today, I wish our new seniors happiness and success in your senior year at Jamestown.
My name is Hannah Montero, and as incoming president of the class of 2019, I proudly accept the senior class insignia and the many traditions and responsibilities it represents. On behalf of the class of 2019, we celebrate your legacy and look forward to our own exciting senior year at Jamestown.
Thank you. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the Jamestown High School Band under the direction of Mr. Steve Turner. Senior band students, please make your way to the band. Some of this year's senior class achievements within the band. This year's graduating band seniors have established themselves as one of the strongest yet to graduate from the band program at Jamestown. Their commitment to excellence has shown itself repeatedly from daily activities to performances. Some of this year's senior class achievements: received a total of 9 superior ratings at a state-sponsored marching concert and jazz assessments. Named Virginia Honor Band for 2 years. 10 were named to the All-District Band. 3 were named to the All-State Band. In a final tribute to this year's senior band class, Mr. Turner wants the seniors to know they have truly lived the Jamestown Band motto. We seek to set a standard in conduct, discipline, hard work, musical performance, and dedication that all others aspire to. Please enjoy as the band performs Minimalist Dances, composed by Matt Conaway. Thank you. Thank you to our band for that wonderful performance today. Seniors, we are almost to that moment you've been waiting for. As I stand before you today, looking at this remarkable group of young adults, I'm reminded of one special day in August of 2014. We had the honor of celebrating with you as you walked through the door of Jamestown High School as new freshmen. Over 4 fast years, you have faced challenges, made new friends, challenged yourself in the classroom, on the athletic field. You have embraced opportunities, shared in celebrations, and well, you've grown up. You've grown into young adults ready to start a new journey. And here we are today on this beautiful afternoon in June to celebrate your high school graduation. You are one extraordinary class, and we are all honored to be a part of the ceremony today. As we celebrate all that you have accomplished and anticipate all that you have yet to achieve, as you reflect on your school years, look back at your successes and the challenging times, because all of those moments, good and bad, have brought you to this special place today. You have created many lifelong memories with your classmates and friends. Along the road, you have learned from your teachers, your coaches who have inspired you and encouraged you. Cherish these memories, as this journey has shaped you into the person you are today. I realize now that I'm the only one standing between you and your diploma, so I'm going to leave you with a few thoughts. Remember, this is not the end of your educational trek. It's just the beginning. Your life is a journey of learning with new opportunities and things to discover. Take time to dream, to be creative, to listen, to explore, and to choose a path you love. A mentor once told me, choose a career that you love, Kathy, something that you're passionate about, and you will never work a day in your life. Remember that. You are a success story. This is your high school graduation. This completes your first chapter. Keep writing, keep dreaming, keep learning, keep growing, and always remember to give back, to love, and to always choose kindness. Your story is far from over. I cannot wait to hear from each of you as you complete your new chapters and reach new milestones in your lives. As you begin this new journey, I urge you to choose wisely and always take time to listen and ask questions and consider carefully your path for the future. You are prepared. You're ready to make a difference in our world. And as I close this message today, I want to leave my seniors with 2 favorite quotes with a special message. The first I have shared in the past, and it's one of my favorite all-time quotes by the author of Winnie the Pooh, A.A. Milne. Always remember, you are braver than you believe. You are stronger than you seem. You are smarter than you think. And you are loved more than you will ever know. And finally, in the words of Newton Baker, I hope your dreams take you to the corner of your smiles, to the highest of your hopes, to the windows of your opportunities, and to the most special places your heart has ever known. It has been an honor to be your principal, and I cannot wait to see the great things you will do. Congratulations, class of 2018. We are so proud of you. Now let's get this show on the road. It is my pleasure to introduce to you our Honorable Superintendent, Dr. Olwen Herron, who will assist with the awarding of the diplomas.
Thank you, Dr. Worley. This is a moment to feel a sense of tremendous pride and accomplishment, with much support and guidance along the way from family, friends, and of course, your wonderful teachers. Students, you have reached your goal. On behalf of the school board and staff, congratulations on your accomplishment. It is now time to award the diplomas. Dr. Worley, do you certify completion of the graduation requirements by the Jamestown High School class of 2018?
Superintendent Herron, I affirm to you that these seniors before us today have met the requirements for graduation in Virginia.
By the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia, I hereby grant certification of completion of graduation requirements to the students of the class of 2018, and I hereby authorize the issuance of diplomas. Dr. Worley, you may proceed.
Thank you, Dr. Herron. We will now begin our presentation of the graduates of Jamestown High School. Faculty, students, and ushers, please take your places for the awarding of the diplomas.
Julia Zacharias Allison. Carly Wayne Anderson. Brunella Alessandra Andrews. Matthew Adrian Andrews. Grayson Tyler Arthur. Tiffany Ronee Atkins. Sydney Jordan Atwood. Samuel Nevin Baird. Nathaniel Arthur Baker. Emma Taylor Baller. Elsa Maria Barrientos. Jalen Nicole Barrientos. Nathaniel Reeves Bennett. Jack Donald Bizzell II. Katie Lauren Blanton. Dakota Gage Blevins. Ilya Vestislavovich Boyko. Maxwell Michael Bouchard. Shaylin K. Bowers. Benjamin Robert Bridgeford. Hunter Raymond Britton. Juwan Laurel Brown. Noah Evan Baxter Bullard. Marissa Ione Campbell. Jessica Gabriella Cano. Trayshawn Emmanuel Capehart. Michael Anthony Casey. Autumn Reese Cater. Kiara Taylor Kavanaugh. Olivia Ann Sirianni. Hannah Catherine Cho. Jonathan Yichan Choi. Keontae Terrell Christian. Zachary Arnold Clevenger. Ramari Nassim Clyburn. Kelly Lee Coughlin. Rocco John Colafrancesco III. Brendan James Collins. Jared Allen Collins. Zachary Scott Collins. Madison Abigail Coles. Spencer Thomas Cottle. Emily Elizabeth Crawford. Kayla Marie Creech. Ashley Teresa Crisp. Caitlin Noreen Kroom. Alexandria Alazia Cruz. John Patrick Kudzik. Sean Anthony Daniels. Georgie Barnes Dara. Cameron Drew Davila. Bailey Madison Deal. Elizabeth Pearl Delk. Nathan Edward Denny. Hannah Danielle Dazani. Justin Daniel Dispro. Griffin Pierce Doggett. Morgan Cheyenne Dorian. John Michael Duff. Jenna Meishang Isley. Vishal Finn. Christina Katarina Fisher. Clyde Marshall Flagg III. Macy Scott Flowers. Corina Komyung Fowler. Matthew Jacob Fox. Devin Elizabeth Francis. Kamante Kendre Fry. Savannah Tara Gagne. Alexander Stephen John George Janakis. Connor Andrew Gilfillan. Garen Rebecca Glick. Parker Stewart Gehring. Ryan Alexander Golub. Yvette Marie Gonzalez. Antonio Eduardo Gonzalez. Kevin Lee Goods. Nicole Dawn Grogan. Jay Canfield Gutches. Alexa Lauren Halco. Caroline Sydney Hall. Alexis Nicole Harbuck. Brett Allen Harlow. Nathan Randall Harris. Robert Samuel Harris II. Selena Lynn Harris. Mackenzie Alexis Hart. Zachary Hatab. Abby Juliana Heisler. Jonathan Thomas Henry. Carter Stanley Herman. Tyler James Hiley. Devin Isaiah Hill. Taylor Lee Hines. Brian William Hoig. Micah Ruben Hockman. Kara Nicole Hoffman. Haley Lynn Holland. Kaylee Alexis Holler. Ashley Nicole Hoover. Xavier Lynn Houston. Shannon Broderick Hunter. Flor de Maria Jacinto Veliz. Taylor LaTroya Yvonne Jackson. Jack Robert Jockin. Faith Michelle Johnson. Xavion DeJohn Jones. Trenton Ronald Cappy. Elijah Sean Capp. Benjamin Daniel Keener. Michael James Keyhays. Megan Elizabeth Kelly. Katharina Lena Kemper. Anya Marguerite Couragian. Montrell Javon Key. Samuel Evan Kluger. Brianna Marie Knotts. Madison Ann Kolda. Mason Francis Kolda. Brittany Nicole Kramer. Daniel George Kruger. Jack Daniel Kulaga. Matthew Lee Lansford. Abigail Rose Larson. Monica Paige Laubach. Jessica Amber Lee. Justin Sunjay Lee. Brian Garrett Lewis. Carmen Leanna Lombardo. Morgan Sarah Long. Andrew Santiago Lukes. Michael Patrick William Luck. Thomas Joseph Ludwig. Audrey Maria Ludi.
Grace Frances Mackert. Sean Allen McPhail. Brianna Nicole Madison. Julianne Morgan Maley. Rachel Marie Mahoney. Susanna Louise Mays. Jasmine Nicole Mann. Alexis Morgan Manuel. Tamia Lachey Marrow. Jessica Rhiannon Marshall. Abigail Catherine Martin. Jordan Tyler Massey. Grace Elizabeth Masterson. Hosanna Marie Mayo. Sean Michael McCall. Tess Jennifer McGuire. Sophie Kate McMahon. Daniel Justin McWilliams. Madison Nicole Mead. Tonisha Jaleese Meekins. John Richard Michalowski. Kennedy Grace Mills. Mark Anthony Meekins, Jr. Zoltan Michael Monar. Allison Nicole Monahan. Daniel Monet. Caroline Rose Maniz. Lehman Montgomery III. Allison Lee Moose. Lloyd George Morant, Jr. Jacqueline Ruth Ann Morris. Ryland Osmond Morrow. Alexandra Sierra Muker. Alyssa Brianne Mullinex. Autumn Len Murray. Kyle James Nason. Cameron Connor Neal. Zachary Michael Nelson. Philip Quinston Nubia III. Hunter Alexander Newsome. Charles Vernon Nealon III. Martin Wesley Knopfsinger III. Madison Louise Newsy. Eric Scott Osterling, Jr. Ian Christopher Ogle. William Paul Olson. Marissa Lee Okendo. Raphael Alex Osman. Grayson Jacob Alzey. Autumn Nicole Uten. Paige Louise Pake. Dayton Cole Palma. Zachary Thomas Palmo. Hunter Bradford Pegram. Hunter Mason Perry. Madison Nicole Pettengale. Spencer Hollins Petrozinski. Gus Arthur Polizios. Zachary Jordan Pope. Thomas Chamberlain Pressey. Paige Lentina Maria Tuquero Ponzalon. Shania Amanda Lynn Rakes. Nicholas Tyler Washwag. Paris Saquon Revis. Darius Arthur Reed. Enrique William Reed. Mikkel Madison Reed. Natalia Karini Reed. Lucy McGray Reed. Ryan Daniel Reschke. Tyler Gokenhauer Richardson. Sixto Uriel Rinken. Brandon Orestes Rivera. Jackson Hall Robertson. Carter Catherine Rollet. Arturio Rojas. Scarlett Jeanette Romero. Cameron Davis Ross. Sabrina Ashley Russell. Lindsay Marie Sander. Emma Faye Schreiner. Richard Stephen Sens Jr. Jared Andrew Shaner. Emily Eileen Sharp. Martin Charles Sharp. Andrew Wyatt Shield. Connor Blake Simmons. Sunley Brooke Simmons. Adam Patrick Slider. Andrew Clayton Smith. Alexandra Boyd Solomon. Hannah Paige Spangler. Olivia Ranson Spate. Christopher Lamont Spells Jr. Jennifer Elise Spratt. Lucas Mark Stedelbauer. Alexander James Lavelle Stewart. Benjamin Porter Stiles. Jacob Costigan Stiles. David Riggs Stinson II. Brandon Curtis Stone. Andrew John Sullivan. Rachel Lane Swan. James Colin Swinton III. Caitlin Ann Sabetics. Bo Wilson Taylor. Olivia Garnice Taylor. Isabel Kathleen Terrasa. Savannah Fern Terry. Lydia Margaret Thrift. Sarah Elizabeth Toller. Cole Spencer Tross. Christopher James Yulstead. Braden Joseph Urquhart. Carly Rose Van Hoosen. Michaela Renee Van Hoos. Samuel Isaac Van Tassel. Clayton Kolb Vinson. Mason Lee Vischer. Gregory John Vogt. Timothy Jason Volk. Zachary Wade Ward. Jordan Lanice Washington. Tyrese James Watkins. Brittany Nicole Weeks. Brooklyn Hope Weisenflew. Carter Lawrence Weisenflew. Jackson Ray Weisenflew. Josephine Samantha Wellington. Meredith Leah Teresa Wells. Michael Claiborne William Wells. Hannah Elizabeth West. Connor Bruce Wildenberger. Madeline May Williams. Meredith Grace Williams. Jasmine Mackenzie Willis. Barrett Clark Wilson. Matthew Thomas Wilson. Brittany Elizabeth Woolard. Elwood Arnold Woolwine IV. Mary Elizabeth Worrell. Miquel Jordan Wright. Ross James Winnebald. Emma Catherine Yago. Jorge Alexander Gannat. Jordan John Yunez. Alban Charles Ewell. Shadi Zakia Shihai. Ihan Joe. Jason Francis Delfico. John Harris Clark Agnew. Sarah Joanne Berry. Belle Frazier Long. Marie Helena Peters. Ekaterina Petrovna Salvoyeva. Jeffrey Jaffe Shee. Elizabeth Jane Shell. Samantha Leah Zhang. Thorin Mackenzie Jean. Kiaja Aaliyah Jones. Angelique Tao Vo. Madison Page Cooper. Eleanor Ann Weber.
Let's give another round of applause for the class of 2018. Parents, families, Dr. Herron, distinguished guests, and all invited guests, on behalf of the Superintendent of Schools and the faculty and staff of Jamestown High School, I proudly present to you the graduated class of 2018. Seniors, please move your tassels from right to left. We thank you all for joining us in this celebration today, and we wish each of you health, happiness, and success. To all the fathers present today, we hope you enjoy a spectacular Father's Day tomorrow. We invite you now to witness the recession of the arena. Please remain standing until all of the graduates have left the hall. Have a safe and enjoyable summer.